God, I didn't think I'd be sad about it.
I'm struggling.
My body was so prepared and so ready.
Obviously have my outfit, my number.
It is marathon week, and guys, I honestly cannot believe it. I cannot believe I've gotten through my training block. I can't believe it's over. I can't believe the race is this weekend, but we have made it and it's race weekend. So today is Friday. I fly to the Gold Coast tonight. Tomorrow is just going to be picking up my race day number, having some good food, and then Sunday is the race day. So at this moment in time, I'm feeling pretty good. I am excited. I am just like, let's go do the damn thing. I've trained, I've worked hard, I've been showing up for months, and now it's just time to go and do it. There's nothing else I can do. Everything else is out of my control. Now it's just time to show up and do it. So I am pretty excited. Of course, I have a few nerves in there as well that are starting to creep in, and I know that they're going to get worse as the weekend goes on. But for now, I'm excited. I can't wait to go do it. If you're new here, the goal this year is to get a PB. I did 3:45 last year. This year, we're trying to beat that. So it's pretty fast, so which makes me a little bit nervous. Last year was like chill, just complete the race was the aim, whereas this year, I'm trying to be faster, I'm trying to be more intentional. So I am a little bit nervous of that. The main thing I am nervous of is actually the heat. So I'm in Melbourne, it's winter here in Australia. I have been running in like 8 degrees. It's been pretty cold here and that's been lovely. I love running in the cold, but Gold Coast is actually going up to like 18, 20 degrees on that day. So I'm a little bit nervous of that. That is a bit of a jump, and I know it's not like Dubai heat or anything like that, but that's still hot. That's still a big jump. And for me, I am a little bit of a diva when it comes to the heat. I don't like running in the heat. It really slows me down. Kind of makes me a little bit cranky, honestly. So I am a bit nervous of that because it will affect my performance. Like if I'm really, really hot, I'm going to slow way down, which isn't the goal. So a bit nervous of it, but like I said, there's nothing I can do now. Nothing is in my control. I just got to show up and do my absolute best. So that's the aim. This week has been all about recovery and it's been going really well. I've been tapering for the last 2 weeks. This week, all I had to do was a 10K. I might do a shake it run today, but I'm also, why not? Like I feel fine. I don't want to kind of feel rushed with flying as well tonight. So I may not. I have also gone to the sauna. I got a sports massage yesterday, which was beautiful. And today I'm going to go do the compression boots in the gym for like an hour. I was going to bring my laptop and do some work there. But good news was that my sports massage yesterday, he was really good. He was like really run specific, really targeted those runner spots like by your shins and your hips, like things like that. So it felt really good to get in, and I got good feedback that my body is in good shape. So I was really happy with that. Like I thought I'd have a lot of knots, a lot of tightness in the lower body. And he was like, honestly, you're pretty good for someone who's come out of a high intensity training block. So I was really happy to hear that. Definitely gives me a little bit of extra confidence boost for the day. So let's bring you through race weekend. Flying to Gold Coast tonight, like I said, I'm sure you're going to see my nerves probably getting a little bit worse as the weekend goes on, but let's do it. Let's do it. All right, guys, we have just arrived in the Gold Coast. Well, we arrived in last night. We got in here at like 11:30. I definitely didn't have the best sleep of my life. I was really hoping for good sleep last night because I know I won't sleep well tonight, but it is what it is. I did get 6 hours. Would have liked like 7 or 8, but it is what it is. We just popped into the shop and stocked up on some good food today. So obviously the aim for today is to have good carbs. I'm aiming for 300 grams and I want like good food. It's really easy to get it in with sweets and everything, but I want good food, so I'm feeling good tomorrow. So I started off the day with a bagel and jam, so I'm already sitting on 90 grams carbs to start the day, so that's already a really good head start today. Yeah, I got like crackers, hummus, Gatorade. We'll probably eat out. We'll probably go get pasta later, so I'll bring you along. I'll show you everything that I do eat. But we're gonna head to the Expo now, so I'm gonna go pick up my race number, but this is where it definitely gets very real. Just getting the race stuff ready. Obviously have my outfit, my number, AirPods are charged, Garmin is charged. We got my shoes, socks,
vest. We're going to have water, electrolytes in there, all of my gels, and I might actually put like a biofreeze in there as well for when I'm sore at the end for the last 10k to just squeeze that on, to roll that on everywhere. So there we go. In fairness, I actually do feel a little bit tired. Everything's ready to go. I'll obviously put that out in the couch. But yeah, I actually feel a bit tired. So I obviously didn't have a great sleep last night, so I'm hoping to just have my dinner now. I'm having some pasta, wind down, and hopefully just get to bed soon. I'm gonna have some melatonin to try help me sleep. But I feel good. I know I'm a little nervous, but I don't feel half as bad as I did last year. I remember last year feeling sick. I was I can't even eat. I felt so sick. So I definitely don't feel that bad this year. And I think it's just look, just have to show up and do it now. It's just time to go, time to see what happens. Everything is out of my control from now on, so just gotta go and do it. So yeah, hopefully I sleep okay. Didn't sleep a wink last year. I was so nervous, so I'm hoping, yeah, the tiredness hopefully stands to me. Melatonin, get a good night's sleep. But I'm up early. I'm gonna get up at 4 a.m. Gotta just make sure I have enough time to digest my food before the race starts and get enough time to get down there. It's packed here. It is so busy. Everyone is running. So I just need to make sure I get down there on time. It's meant to be packed on the tram and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna get up early, but I'll bring you along there and I'll see you in the morning. I'm just gonna have some pasta now, like I said, and it's game time.
Alright guys, let's bring you through marathon day. I'm telling you more in a sit down storytelling way because I honestly just wasn't great at using my phone on the day. I think I was just so focused and so in the zone, I just wasn't taking my phone out. So I do have clips and I do have bits throughout the day, and I'm going to bring you through everything. I'm not leaving anything out. We're going from the very start of the day all the way through and past the finish line. So let's bring you through everything that happened. All right, race day. I tried to get up as late as I possibly could. Obviously, sleep is really important, and you don't sleep well the night before a marathon just because you are so nervous. So I left as late as I could, and I got up at 4:15 a.m. That was going to give me a quick 30 minutes turnaround of eating, getting ready, even recording some bits for ye. But I got it done. So got up, just started getting ready right away, putting on my outfit, had my oats, and I also had half a bagel before I left the apartment. And I'm moving around all very quietly here because poor Aaron is still in bed. But yeah, nice and easy on the food. Nothing I haven't ever had before. You shouldn't be trying anything new on race day. Put on my number. That actually took a little bit longer than it should have. And I had some electrolytes before I left as well, and my aim was to be out the door before 5 a.m. because the public transport getting there is hard. All the roads are closed. There is a tram. They told me the day before that the bus wasn't running, so I was okay, I have to get this tram. And a girl I know who did the marathon last year told me that they could not get on the tram. It was just so packed that the tram wasn't even stopping. It just kind of kept going. Couldn't fit any more people through the doors. So I was kind of nervous of that because I was still an hour walk from the start line. It wasn't I could kind of just walk over. I could, but I didn't want to waste any energy. So I got up at 5 a.m. I was out the door before 5 a.m. and I literally was just on my way to the tram, and this couple stopped me and they were like, don't go to the tram, don't even try to get on, there's no way. So I was like, shit, obviously panicking a little bit, and they were like, there's a bus right there, and it was this big private coach that was just going to the start line. So I got really lucky and I got the last seat as well, so I just kind of floated onto that. So that worked really well, and I was glad I didn't want that stress on the morning. So that was fine. It was still I'd say 20-30 minute drive to the start line again, just with the road closures and stuff. And then I'm there early. I got there an hour in advance before anything was starting. So it is just hanging around and waiting. So you go to the bathroom. I did go to the bathroom 3 times, I think, just out of nerves. And then I just kind of hung out. I did do another little bit of a warm up. Just did some mobility and stretching and things like that, and honestly before you knew it was time to get to the start line. So got to the start line, and I just left my hoodie on the side. Honestly, hindsight now, I didn't even need it, but I just remember going to the marathon last year and I was freezing at the start line. So I was I don't want to be freezing at the start of this line, but it was already 17 degrees. I honestly did not need it. So I had my hoodie. It was probably nice to just have it anyway, just staying a little bit warm. And then when the race started, I just left it on the side, and they are all donated to charity. So I just kind of picked a hoodie that I don't really care about, that's a little bit older, and I think it's great that they're all donated, to be honest. Got to the start line, and honestly all of that part happened so quickly. Like I was just like, oh, it's like time to go. Like I just stood in the line and I was chatting to the girl next to me, and then the line started moving. I was like, is that us? Like, are we going? And they were like, yeah. I was like, oh God, okay. So we started. So off we go. It was dark when we started, but honestly it didn't take long to light up. And the start of a marathon is always chaotic because there's people everywhere. There's so many people like so close to each other, all on top of each other. So I found it like probably like 2 kilometers it took me to find my rhythm, just because there's people everywhere and they're kind of all different paces, even though you're meant to be kind of the same pace. Like it is all a bit chaotic. So it did take me a little bit to just kind of find my rhythm, find my flow. I felt really good at the start. Like I was flying it. Like I think like for the whole first half of the marathon I was like under a 5-minute pace, which was brilliant. I don't know, this part's kind of a blur, but I don't remember when the real struggle started happening. I do remember struggling early in my mind, like just being like kind of battling with those negative thoughts, but I was just kind of ignoring them. I text Aaron at like kilometer 7, kilometer 8 saying I was too hot. I just remember starting to feel that heat already, like, you know, when your face gets really red and it's like you can almost like feel the steam coming out, and I was just like, oh no, like this isn't good. Like we're obviously so early into the marathon. And I think just from there it was like negative thought, negative thought, negative thought. And even though I did do a really good first half, like I PB'd the half marathon, so it did really well, but I don't know, I just kind of dropped after that and I struggled hard mentally. I stopped with Aaron on kilometer 28 just for like a second, and I was just like, I'm really struggling. Like I felt like I could have cried in that moment. And it's weird because like it was just my brain. Like my legs felt great, my body felt great. Obviously I was a bit hot, but it was just my brain, and it was just all those negative thoughts. And at kilometer 28 is when I realized I'm not going to hit my goal, and I just started getting like pissed off, and it was like I couldn't shake that, and it was just like I was in a bad mood for the rest of the marathon. I was just in my head about how hard it was, maybe how bad I was, and it sounds so stupid to say now, but it was just the negative thoughts that I was struggling with, and it was a real struggle honestly for probably the rest of the marathon. I kind of dipped in and out of the negative mindset, and anyone who's a runner understands this, like the pain cave. You go into it, you will come out of it again, you'll get a little bit of a runner's high, you'll get back into the pain cave again. Like that's kind of how I describe it, as that like up and down roller coaster. But yeah, I just didn't really have a good time. And then when we got to like kilometer 30, obviously you're still like 10-12k to go. The last 10k of a marathon is when you see people dropping. So people collapse, they faint, cardiac arrest. Like it's a really scary thing to see. And what I try to do is if I do see someone on the floor, I kind of run like this, just because I'm like, I don't want to look at that. Like it scares me and it makes me feel sick. Now obviously they're getting help, like I'm not just ignoring someone on the floor, like there's loads of people helping them, there's medics everywhere, so I try to do that. But when, I don't know what kilometer I was on, like I was very close to the end, but I saw a guy with a defibrillator on, and that just shook me. Like it was just such, I'm kind of getting emotional to talk about it, but it was a really hot day. Like that last 10k, the sun came out of the clouds and it was beating down, and obviously people are dehydrated, things happen, but yeah, it just shook me. And at the next water station I just walked for a little bit because I was like, this isn't worth it, like it's scary, like I don't want that to happen to me. So I just took some water, I walked for a little bit, and then I finished it. But yeah, it kind of shook me. And then the whole time though, it's weird because I ran a marathon before, I was like, I know I'm going to get to that finish line, like I will, like 100%. If I walk, I crawl, whatever, I know I physically can get to that finish line. So I always knew I could get there. It was just like, oh, we're so far away, like I'm in so much pain or whatever. But yeah, I finally got to the finish line, and oh, just the relief of allowing to stop and allowing to finally get there is really overwhelming. So when I stopped, I was just like buzzing. I did it, we're done, finally. And I was like, just keep walking, because I remember the pain my legs had last year. So I was like, just keep walking. And I was just kind of like baiting around. I was like, I'm getting some oranges, I got some water. And then I sat down. There was like some chairs around for everyone at the finish line. And that's when I was like, oh, I'm getting really emotional. And I was just like started tearing up. Oh. God, I didn't think I'd be sad about it. I don't really know what was going through my brain there, but I just remember being like, thank God I did it, but also like, what was that? Like, Rachel, you can do better. So it's just like kind of that angel and devil on your shoulder being like, you did great, and like, no, you didn't. So I found that hard, and then got it out of that like finish line area, got to Aaron, and I just broke down again, and I was just like, I never want to do that again. Oh my god, what a baby. But yeah, I was just like, that was so hard. I struggled all the time. I was like, that was not fun. And I think part of me as well was just like, I saw how good a time I had last year. Like last year I had such a high, it was like so much fun, I was so proud of myself, and then I think to not feel that this year, I know how good it can feel, and it was just a bit shit that I'm like, oh, I didn't get that this year. But yeah, it is what it is. Like, it was a hot day, it was a hard day, and I'm not the only one who said that, which did make me feel a lot better. Like, I was like, oh, was it just me? Like, did I not put in enough work? I don't think that side is true. I just really do think it wasn't my day. I think the heat got to me. I think my mindset really took over. The pressure I put on myself took over. Fortunately, this wasn't my one. I wanted to be here saying I did it and like buzzing, but I did not. I hate speaking about it in a negative experience. Like, I really do, because I love marathons and I think they're an amazing achievement, and I think everyone should do one. Like, I really do. I am grateful, of course, for my body. Like, honestly, my legs felt great for the marathon. Like, I remember last year at that point, a lot of pain kind of starts creeping in your lower body. Like, you know, you get cramps, you get tightness, your quads are killing, your hips are killing. I didn't have that this time. Like, my body was so prepared and so ready for the work I put in. So I was really proud of that. Like, I didn't have that pain, and I actually had like this ice roller with me just in case, kind of like deep heat, like the opposite of that, like a freeze muscle thing. Because I was like, if I'm in pain, I'm just gonna lash that on and like keep pushing through, but I didn't even need it, which was pretty great. So I am proud of my body. I still got a PB. Like, let's not take that away from me. I still got a PB. I still beat last year's Rachel, which is what I wanted. Just wanted a little bit more is all. But yeah, that was that. Finish line was bittersweet, but we went for drinks then. We celebrated. I had a great night. Next day, couldn't really walk. I have a video here of me walking down the stairs. It was honestly just kind of funny. Like, when I woke up in the morning, I was like, oh my god, getting up and down, like sitting up and down was the hardest. Going up and down stairs was the hardest. Actually walking around was fine. It was just like the pressure you put on your quads going up and down was so funny. But honestly, it didn't really bother me. It loosened up as the day went on, and we actually went to like a bathhouse on Monday morning, which was beautiful. If you're ever doing a marathon, I highly recommend booking yourself in for a spa the next day. It's incredible. You feel so good after it. So it's like they had like these magnesium hot pools, kind of like jacuzzi type things, and I got a light massage as well. So felt really good after that, in fairness. That was marathon day, and then we just had a little holiday after that. We actually stayed up in Queensland for the week. We had a little trip around here and there to different places, so it was really nice to just take a sit back, relax, enjoy, not worry about anything, take the pressure, just not think about a marathon for a second. It was really, really nice. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. That's my marathon day. Not all rainbows and butterflies this time, unfortunately, but it is what it is. We live and we learn. You try your best. Not every race day can be your race day. Like, it's not possible to PB every single time. Amazing for people who do, but I think if you're running constant races, that's not the case, I'm afraid. But anyway, my laptop, my battery here is flashing at me. Thank you so much for listening. Appreciate all of your love and support through the whole marathon, all of your good luck wishes, your congratulations have not gone unnoticed. It really, really means a lot. So thank you so much. I'll catch you in the next vlog.